Coming up on UT 10 News, a new program is being developed on campus.
And we'll also get an inside look at UT's longest running tradition.
Plus, Fayth Atkins has highlights from the football team's homecoming nail-biter against UMass. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nadine Armouche.
And I'm David Duffy. A former softball coach from the University of Toledo has filed a Title IX action against UT.
Tara Beister states in the complaint that multiple issues violated Title IX of the Education Amendment Act of 1972. Beister, who coached softball for 5 seasons at UT, stated in the complaint that there were inequalities between men's and women's athletic programs, specifically between baseball and softball. Title IX requires that funds for the athletic teams must be distributed equally between men's and women's athletic programs, which she states in the complaint wasn't happening. In the complaint, she also says that the referees and umpires were assigned to use the women's coaches' locker room. Male referees and umpires walked in on every female coach, some while changing. She goes on to state in the complaint that she was forced into resigning in November of 2013. Associate Vice President of University Communication, Jonathan Strunk, couldn't fully discuss this issue, but did say the University of Toledo is committed to gender equality for all student athletes and athletic programs. Any suggestion to the contrary is simply not true. Coach Beister is not only looking for compensation from the university, but wants an order reinstating her employment. Students may have the power to change library hours permanently. Due to midterms last week, Carlson Library was open 24 hours. This was a test run to see whether extending the library hours was a demand of students. Although this was a temporary change, Student Government President Clayton Notestine is looking into making this permanent.
So if students really do want the library to be 24 hours again between those days like it was in years previously, they have to go and actually pick up their books, grab some coffee, and go to the library and stay there past 1 or 2 a.m. to prove that it's needed.
Carlson Library will continue to close at midnight for the remainder of the regular semester, but hours will be extended again for finals week. You may have noticed new signs when entering campus. These rockets represent the current amount of money raised through the University of Toledo Community Charitable Campaign, or UTC3. This campaign raises money for nonprofit organizations in Northwest Ohio through donations from university faculty, staff, and alumni. UT men's head basketball coach Todd Kowalczyk is the current campaign chair. He says everyone's reasons to give are different and they will find a cause to support.
Regardless of the amount, if we can get 100% of our employees here at the University of Toledo to give whatever they feel comfortable to give, I think it'd be important.
UT donations have reached nearly half of the $125,000 goal. The campaign ends in December.
There will soon be another way for UT students to get cheap transportation on campus. A bike share program is being developed by UT's International Studies and Programs Department. This initiative is to provide international students with a bicycle to make it easier to get around campus. Students will be able to check out a bike at any time during the school year at a cost of $25 per semester. The program coincides with local green projects that aim to cut down on non-eco-friendly modes of transportation. Head of the project and Assistant Provost for International Studies and Programs, Dr. Sammy Spann, says students will be rewarded for maintaining their bikes.
We give them a lock, they have to purchase their own helmet, and they get the bike, of course, and they're responsible for it up until the time they have to bring it back. If they bring it back unscathed, then they would get their full refund back.
The program is being projected to start in spring 2015. One of UT's 2014 Outstanding Alumni shared his experiences last week and gave advice for current students. The College of Communication and the Arts hosted the event on Thursday in the student unit for all students and faculty. 2014 Outstanding Alumnus Tom Winooski spoke about his 25 years of the job experience in radio and television, which he said led him to his position as a Toledo City Councilman. Winooski tells students to never give up on their dreams.
Hang in there. I mean, I could wallpaper my whole house with the rejection letters that I received, but eventually I broke through the wall. I was persistent. I knew it was something that I really wanted to do.
More than 50 students and faculty attended the event. UT's longest running tradition took place on Saturday, and Darian McCoy was there to capture the action.
Blue Key National Honor Society held the homecoming parade. Over 100 organizations and alumni gathered in Centennial Mall and Lot 1S before the walk began. President of Blue Key, Noah Alcodray, says that he is extremely excited to get the parade going.
We've been working for about 6 months now on gathering all the participants for the parade. We're real excited just because it's a great time for alumni to get back together and connect with the students. And not only that, but it's a great time to exhibit your school spirit.
The top 5 homecoming candidates were provided with a car for the event. Homecoming queen candidate Kendra Stabler says she wants to make a difference on campus.
This will be a big accomplishment for me, seeing that I'm a senior and I graduate in December, and it'll be the first to see something monumental on campus.
Stabler was crowned homecoming queen that evening alongside King Jacob Torres.
The University of Toledo's homecoming tradition has been going on for over 90 years, the first dating back to 1923 against Bowling Green State University Falcons, and will continue throughout. I'm Darian McCoy for your UT10 News.
I'm Fayth Atkins, and this is your UT10 Sports. It was homecoming weekend for the Rockets. The football team faced the UMass Minutemen in the return to the Glass Bowl, and the Rockets softball team wrapped up their preseason schedule against the Findlay Oilers. But first, the women's swimming and diving team hosted their first home meet of the season against Eastern Michigan Friday at the UT Rec Center. The meet opened up with the 200-yard and the 1,000-yard relay race, and the Rockets started off strong, only 2 points shy of the Eagles thanks to team leader Rachel Hester and Mary Domkowski. However, things went quickly downhill for the Rockets as the Eagles dominated in 10 of the 16 events, resulting in a final score of 197 to 103. Head coach Chris Peters expressed disappointment in the team's overall approach to the meet.
They weren't starting the way they should. You know, you can almost see it behind the blocks. It's a demeanor that somebody has, a confident demeanor, and one that you know you're going to get the job done. And so, you know, we got a lot of work to do.
The Rockets are back in action on Friday, November 7th, as they travel to Michigan State to take on the Spartans. The UT softball team ended their preseason with a matchup against the Findlay Oilers Saturday at Scott Park. The Rockets started the game scoring 2 runs with their first at-bats and 2 more in the second inning. However, things started to slow down for the Rockets when Findlay answered back with scoring 2 runs of their own. Neither team would score again until the top of the 7th when Findlay hit a double, setting the team up to score later in the inning. Toledo would hold on, however, to take a 4-3 victory over the Oilers. First-year head coach Kristen Butler is pleased with the productivity of the preseason and stresses its importance.
It gives us a chance to really work out the kinks, you know, allows the girls to get used to the new system with the new coaching staff this year and get real umpires out there, you know, other than coach calling balls and strikes is always good for the girls.
The Rockets will open the official season in February on the road against Furman. The UT football team kept fans on the edge of their seats on Saturday at the Glass Bowl as they took on the UMass Minutemen. UMass got off to a quick start with a 2-touchdown lead after their first 2 possessions. The Rockets finally got on the board with a 14-yard touchdown thanks to freshman Terry Swanson. But UMass started the second quarter just as hot, taking a 20-7 lead. Fortunately, the Rockets gained momentum when they scored 3 consecutive touchdowns, taking the lead by 8 points to end the third quarter. In the fourth, UMass would tie the game at 28 with a 36-yard score from Tajay Sharp. With the game winding down, UMass would answer once again on a 76-yard touchdown pass to Gene Surfin. But it wasn't over yet. Terry Swanson would score the winning touchdown with only 34 seconds left to take the 42-35 win. Coach Matt Campbell praised running back Kareem on his return.
He played, you know, like I expect Kareem to play. You know, he was really strong, he was efficient. You know, it's hard coming back from missing that many football games and try to be sharp from the get-go, but I thought he did a really good job.
I felt like I had the freshest legs pretty much because, you know, I haven't played in 3 weeks, so I felt like I just needed to keep running the ball.
The Rockets will travel to Kent State next Tuesday as they look to remain the only team unbeaten in MAC play.
Thanks, Fayth. That's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscasts on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For David Duffy, Fayth Atkins, and all of our crew, I'm Nadine Armouche. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.